Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. What's up, YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. Very excited for today's Madden 21 video. In this Madden 21 tip, I'm going to break down a new meta defense a lot of the pro players are using that easily locks up the run and the pass. And I'm actually going to show you guys an audible trick that you can use to get some really glitchy, fast, speedy personnel on the field. So if you're looking for an easy setup defense that can blitz, stop the run, and the pass, this is the defense for you. I'm going to be going over a lot of advanced stuff in this video, so make sure you don't skip ahead. Make sure you watch the entire thing. So first of all, in this video, I am in the 4-6 playbook on defense. The reason for that is I'm going to be using an audible trick from the nickel 3-5 and audibling into the 3-5 wide. These are two formations I've covered a lot this year, but the main thing with the 3-5 is that the 3-5 normal is that you can actually put all three safeties in at linebacker. So when you can actually have three safeties in a linebacker, that really changes things up because now you can audible into other formations like the 3-5 wide that does not allow you to do that and get better personnel on the field. So what I'm going to recommend doing is, first of all, if you have a really dominant D lineman for this defense, I actually like putting him at D tackle. So we're going to put Aaron Donald at D tackle, and then I would just put your best pass rushers other than that at D end. Now, like I said, I will be putting safeties in the game, and I will be using, for the most part, the middle linebacker, sometimes one of the actual safeties, but that's the position we'll be using, so make sure you're comfortable using these safeties. So before we get too much further, I do want to discuss zone drops. I like to use this defense with auto flip on. It can work with it off, though, too, if you want, but the main thing here is I'm actually going to put the curl flats on 5 and the flats on 20 or 25. The reason for this is lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but purple zones just don't play the sidelines as good as I feel like they did earlier in the year. So I want to use the curl flats, the purple zones, to defend the quick flats out of the backfield, or the tight end, or running, or receiver, just running back, whatever, hitting the flat. And then actually the cloud flats to defend the sidelines deeper downfield. So we'll take a look at a few different examples. We're in the Patriots playbook on offense, because they got a lot of good stuff. Let's look at split close pats first. So we're going to come out, like I said, in the 3-5 normal, and we're going to audible into 3-5 wide. So you want to make sure in the 3-5 wide you have Mike Blitz 0 set as an audible. I'm going to show you guys a lot of different ways to set this defense up, to blitz, play coverage, whatever. So the play you are going to come out in doesn't really matter. We'll just pick Tampa 2. Now guys, just a reminder, if you're enjoying my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on our videos when they go live, and hit us the like. You know, the likes really do help us out a lot on YouTube, be able to continue to do these videos for you guys. I do appreciate the support. In the meantime, if you're looking for more premium Madden 21 content, you can get all my tips and ebooks on sportsgamers.com. We have the best content available for a great price. So, as soon as you break the huddle, you're going to want to just go ahead, and it's just one click to the left. 3-5 wide and audible to Mike Blitz 0. And I like to spread out my D-line. Go ahead, press. And I like to crash the D-line down personally. Again, you don't necessarily have to do that. Now, like I said, the way I'm going to set this defense up really depends upon what I'm trying to do. So let's say that, I want to manly rush. Well, the manly rush from this formation is really easy. You can just do it just directly on this linebacker. If you're seeing that they're not blocking anybody, you can just literally just fly up in the A-gap like that. That's an easy sack. This is going to force them, because you're getting in there pretty quick, especially for safety, this is going to force them to have to start blocking people. Now, once they start blocking people, that's actually when I like to go ahead and play all-out coverage. Now, this is one of the best manual rushes in the game, especially if you time it up a little bit better than I did here. You're going to get in there fast, and there's going to be, you're going to have to make a split-second read, just chuck something on, or else you're going to get sacked. But the thing about this is, people know that this formation you can easily manually rush from. So again, we're going to audible to Mike Blitz 0. Now, because they know this, they're probably going to go ahead and start blocking people, so you can't just easily just fly in the backfield and sack them. So say they block the running back, they make adjustments to pick up the manual rush. So basically, if I see them do this, now I'm going to start to play coverage. And what a lot of the pro players are doing is that they're putting their outside linebackers into the curl flat. And then if they want them to actually defend the sideline, they'll then shade down and then over the top. And to shade down, you hit coverage audible, and then down on the right analog stick for underneath, and then coverage audible up for over the top. And it's going to turn them into cloud flats. And at that point, obviously going to play deeper. Or if you want to do it another way you can do it is you can just put them in directly into hard flats. Because remember, even though it's called a hard flat and it typically defends about 5 yards, because we put all of our flat zones on 20 or 25, even a hard flat will play deep. So that's another thing you can do if you want to make sure that you get them playing deep. You can just put them in hard flats. If you want them to play shallow, you can put them in curl flats, all right? So it's a pretty easy thing to do. Then I always like to keep my user on a blitz angle regardless, because when I keep him on a blitz angle, I'm going to be able to move around the field quicker. Now, again, I'm just going to be hovering over this guy right here. This allows me to blow up the run. I'm going to like to press coverage, and I do shade over the top, because if I have no safeties deep, I definitely need to make sure that they're just not going to get free touchdowns, just being able to like throw a bomb at me over the top. Then I can kind of just cover the middle, whatever I need to guard. And as you guys can see here, there's really nothing coming open. They're forced to take a coverage sack. This is a really great defense to use, because a lot of the offenses this year to beat man coverage really like to send out the running back on a route. This is another great formation right here. This Pats off trips. A lot of people love this formation. It's really, really good. I really like this defense because the running back is a huge factor in this offense and many others. It's going to force them to keep him every time. Now, I can do the same thing as before, the Mike Blitz 0, where if I want my defenders to play deeper, I'll put them in hard flats, but if I want them to play shallow, then I'll just put them in a curl flat. And I can mix it up. Say, I want them to play deep on the right, but deep on the left. Deep on the right, but on the left shallow, I could just put the guy on the right on a curl flat, and then the guy on the left, I could put in a hard flat. Because remember, hard flats are going to play on 5 yards because of my zone drops, and curl flats are going to play on 20 or 25. So then again, I can just defend the middle of the field myself, take away whatever I need to over the middle, and again, you guys can see 3-man rush, we're able to get in there for a coverage sack. Now, another thing about this defense, guys, is if you just want to bring pressure with the CPU and not have to manually rush, you can do that too. So if I'm going to go ahead and audible to the Mike Blitz 0, want to actually send a blitz that's not involving me manually rushing, I can do the same thing where I just crash D-line down, spread the D-line out, press coverage, shade, and then I can just get on the safety that's on the running back, and I can just come up the gap and kind of just lurk over the guard. And all you really want to do is you just kind of want to go ahead, just tap the guard, and then if the running back goes out of the backfield, you can go ahead and guard him. You're going to get some sort of combo edge pressure, maybe gap pressure. Depends upon how the offensive line does, if they block, if they don't, just all those little factors. Now, like I said, though, this defense actually will allow you to blow up the run pretty well. It was why a lot of the pro players like it, is because if someone's just going to try to audible to an inside zone, just you standing over that D tackle with your user, you can actually fly in there and stop the run. Now, would I recommend running this against someone who's just coming out in like strong eye or eye tight or something like that? They're obviously just trying to run the ball every play. Definitely not. But if you just kind of stand behind here and they run an inside zone, as you guys can see, I can just loop into that backfield just like that and make the tackle for loss. So not only is it good pass defense, it has the ability to manual rush. You can drop into coverage. But you also, if they do run the ball just like this, all you got to do is keep your user on the blitzing and kind of just be standing right behind this D tackle, like kind of hiding behind him. And then you just loop in there. See the little gap between the two linemen? You just loop through there, and you can click off or just make the tackle yourself. It's completely up to you at that point. Now, just to show you again how that works, let's just run it one more time. Again, all I'm doing is I'm audibling to the Mike Blitz 0. Again, that's 3-5 wide, one click to the left, and then triangle, whatever audible you set it as. I press, shade over the top, spread the D-line out, crash them down. And then I just kind of keep myself on the blitz angle right behind this guy. I can coverage those two outside linebackers if I want, but again, when it comes to stopping the run, all you got to do is kind of just loop in that gap. And I missed the tackle, but y'all saw it. I was right in the backfield again. It's very easy. It's very easy to do. And they're going to know after you do that once or twice that, inside zone is not going to be a good play call. So at that point, it's almost like you don't have to really worry about the run because you just know that they know that they're not going to be able to get it to work. See, we make the tackle easily right there. Now, again, this is all about the pass coverage, though, because at the same time, we're able to easily lock up the pass. This is great against trips. It's great against bunch, really anything. So as you guys know, one of the more annoying routes out there right now is this curl flat, smart routed tight end corner route. One of the best ways you can defend this is not only man coverage, but also having the purple zones go over there too. The cloud flats. And, like I said, the purple zones, they just don't really defend the sideline too good anymore. So those aren't really going to do that good of a job because they're just going to get beat to the sideline, like here if we smart route it. But if we go ahead and put that guy in a cloud flat or hard flat or whatever, with the zone drop on, this guy right here, you're going to be able to guard it better. So I'm going to put him in a hard flat. And again, we could go ahead and he's going to drop about 20 yards. This guy, we could put him in a hook zone if we want, whatever. Another thing is, I noticed that these guys get beat really bad depending upon how they're lined up. But if you just kind of like shade him a little bit to the outside and back him up, he doesn't get beat nearly as bad as if he's just like lined up right over the top of him, right? So if he's backed up and a little bit to the outside shoulder, I noticed that the man doesn't get beat as bad as well when you do that too. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. You guys can see we got the purple zone, or the cloud flat, just kind of sitting right there, and we're able to click on. We actually get a pick there, but at the very worst, we can break that up. Now, I realize Rudolph is not the best tight end in the world, but again, I've tested this, in different modes against all the best tight ends, and this will do a very, very good job defending it. You definitely do want to have a but this is the whole key to the defense. Subbing the safeties in the game here, they're just going to play these coverages way better than a linebacker would, because I can guarantee you if there's a linebacker here, he's not going to get out fast enough, and you might just be able to throw this quicker. As you guys can see here, it's basically double teamed, so that at this point, if they try to throw this, there's two people over here that are going to be able to potentially interact with the ball. I'm able to click on here, and I just get an easy user pick. Like that, he's double teamed. He's not going to be able to make that play. So at that point, we're just able to defend the middle of the field ourselves and take whatever way we feel we need to take away. If they want to hit us with the angle route out of the backfield, it doesn't really matter. We're going to be there for that as well. Again, any sort of coverage adjustments you want to do are fine. You can do hook zones. You can do cloud flats. You can do purple zones. If you want to take away the flat, you can do the curl flat. You can do whatever you want. But the hard flat's going to take away the sideline because of our zone drop. The curl flat will kind of take away the underneath quick flat. And then also, a hook zone will obviously play over the middle of the field. So again, you guys are going to see another example of this. Again, kind of just shade them away. Take away the middle of the field yourself on that angle route, and you're going to get a shed. This defense definitely will get good sheds for you, especially if you have a dominant D-line. You don't necessarily need to have the best D-line in the world, but, when running these types of defenses, I do like to have at least one pass rusher that consistently is able to win. Whether it's at the D-tackle or the end spot, personally, I prefer the D-tackle. So, hope you guys enjoyed this tip. Give me a like on the video if you did. In the meantime, check out sportsgamers.com for more great Madden 21 tips and ebooks.